And that was the interesting thought I had today with San Quentin. And did Charlie Manson touch one of those books? You never know. It's long gone. He's been dead for a while. But those books probably have been around at that prison for a long time. So you just don't know. Morning, guys. Golden State Picker, and I'm at the bins doing books. We're going to turn it around, show you some stuff that we're going to get, some books, just like we normally do. We'll try to make this occasionally something so you can kind of see what we do with books. A lot of people are very interested, so I'm going to flip it around. We'll talk about what I'm looking at so far, and we'll go throughout and just kind of show you the cool books that we find. All right, let's flip it around, guys. All right, so today, 1, 2, 3, 4 bins right there. Okay, and what do we pay for our bins, guys? $100, and we take this. We have our phone mounted here, and what do we use? We use a scanner to scan the barcodes, and then we got to look up some other ones. We take them from there, we toss them into here, the duds, and all we keep are the good ones. These are what we call lookups. Those are going to Amazon. That one there is a pretty cool manga set, so we'll take a look at that. But in here now, there we go. All right, guys. Hey, we've gone through 2.5. So here's 2 duds. Those I already went through. This one, again, this is how I'm working. This one I'm filling up. This one I'm working on right here. Basically on the ground. It's a good day. I got a neighbor who likes quilting, so I'm going to save her those quilting books. She might like those. I'll trade her the cooking books for chocolate chip cookies. Here is a bin of Amazon. That's Amazon. Some lookups. We'll go through anything that we find. More Amazon. Book lots. So this is a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of interesting. You just don't know. It's all on sailing, like celestial navigation. So I don't know. Again, we have to look it up. This is the one I'm currently working on. And this one here looks really, really sketchy. This one looks really, really bad. So we will have to keep our eye out, see what we can find. And as usual, at the end, I'll go over what I found that is got some value. Oh, yeah, by the way, here we go. We got some stuff in the back of the car. Some interesting stuff that we'll talk about back here. All right? Say adios to a bin. Oh, man. So there you go. They take them away for me, guys. So now I have 3 left that they will come and take back. I will show you. This is what I got today. This is all Amazon. So really cool. So 5 bins of Amazon books. Really good. And then inside the back of the car, we will show you these later. We're going to sit behind in the car and just go over what we got as far as maybe the more expensive books. So I will show you those when I get back home. So another very productive day. See, it gets a lot of work, guys. A lot of books to go through, but it's very, very profitable on Amazon most of the time. So, all right, we'll come home, take a look, and show you what exactly we found and what we think the value is. All right, hey everybody, it's Mike, Golden State Picker. Now we're behind the car trying to make this video so we can show you what we are gonna, some of the cool books that will go into Amazon, some of the stuff that's gonna go into eBay, break it down a little bit, try and help you understand how I work and all that. So you got a brief look at what, again, was where I work at to buy these books, and you saw 4 Gaylords. So when you hear me talk about a bin, that's the bin, or a Gaylord. It's basically 4 foot by 4 foot by about 5 foot, full of books. And I will put up the scan total here in a second on Scout IQ of how many books I scanned today. I don't know. I didn't look at it right off the top of my head, the total number, but you should be able to see that. And basically 4 bins, so $400. And then I've got, as you saw in the video, I took home 5 plastic bins of books that will sell on Amazon. I'm going to show you some of the better ones, explain that, what you might be looking for at garage sales, because you can sell those on eBay. If you're not an Amazon seller, you still got to look for books because there is value there even on eBay. So keep that in mind. All right, now, the title of the video is probably freaking people out. What do you mean by that title, Mike? Well, anyhow, I started looking through the books and sourcing through and blah, 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 and I started coming across the edge of these books. Look at it. Patton College Program, San Quentin State Prison, okay? Now, San Quentin is one of the most famous prisons up in Marin. Just across the Golden Gate Bridge is San Quentin. And a lot of famous criminals are there and have been there. Charles Manson was there, Scott Peterson is there, just a ton of guys who were, notorious, right? And I was I'm thinking as I'm going through these, I didn't get many of these to sell. I just kept these to show you. Not many were good to sell on Amazon. And I thought, could it be that maybe one of these guys has touched or read this book? It's kind of an interesting, you're going, man, did they read The Jungle by Upton St. Clair? Or how about this one, Sophocles, right? Sophocles? I have no idea, but it's interesting to think about, right? And there were a bunch of them. And then I thought to myself, well, how in the heck did they get down here? Because I'm in the South Bay. They got to clear their library too, so somehow they got down here and into one of the bins that I look at. Remember I told you how I like to look at the bins and kind of think about what is going on with this bin, all that kind of stuff. Who, if it's a lot of lawyer stuff, you kind of know, okay, this was a lawyer. A lot of doctor stuff, maybe it's a lot of, religious. You can kind of understand what I'm thinking about as you're trying to look through these bins. And that was the interesting thought I had today with San Quentin. And did Charlie Manson touch one of those books? You never know. It's long gone. He's been dead for a while, but those books probably have been around at that prison for a long time, so you just don't know. All right, let's take a look at the eBay stuff real quick, and we'll go along and give you the rundown. Now, interesting, I just don't find books. You hear me talk about that all the time, and this particular one was pretty interesting. It's Star Wars. Look at Star Wars, very, very cool. So it's basically a 33 1/3, so it's not a 45 RPM, and there it is right there. Okay, really good condition on that, and it's got a storybook that it goes with. Okay, a storybook. It's not in the greatest of condition. It's in the record's in very, very good condition. If you look at the record, it looks really nice. There was also the companion, which was The Empire Strikes Back. It didn't have the sleeve, so I'm gonna put these two together, and I'm going to try and get about $20 for it, $20 on eBay. I'll be patient, and I should get somewhere around the $20. All the prices here on eBay, I'm going to try and do pretty much the lowest price that I think I'll get for it. If I get more, fine. If not, fine. But I don't want to overinflate any of this, okay? Now, a bunch of old PlayStation games. This is the greatest hits series. I have Spyro, Star Wars, and 2 Tekken. Is that Tekken 3? Tekken 3, and then just Tekken. So there are 4 of those, all in pretty good condition, obviously in good condition. And I believe I put these together as a lot, or individually. I'll probably put them as individually. I think I can get $15 each, average, okay? One might get a little more, one might get a little less, but I think overall 15 each is fair. That would be about $60 worth right there. Let's go over here and take a look at I was going to show you these. I got Elvis Presley, two complete Elvis Presley. These are cassettes. They're not worth a lot of money. I don't know what I'm going to do with these. My daughter's a big Elvis Presley fan, and I might just give them to her for a little collection. Basically, even in new condition, they're probably only worth $10 to $15 each, maybe a little bit more as a pair, but nothing tremendous, but still pretty solid. All right, I'm going to show you a book that I'm probably going to keep myself, and I'll give you a little history on this. This was the book I found, and it's called Party Magic. Okay, Party Magic, and Magic Castle Library. So it's from the Magic Castle Library, and it's basically party magic. And you would get this. This was basically what the Magic Castle is. Let me explain. Magic Castle is out of LA, and you have to be a member to get into the castle and bring other people with you. It's kind of like the Country Club of Magic. It's a very cool place. And I'm going to keep this one because a lot of people don't realize that as a young kid, I did a lot of magic. I loved close-up magic. I had lessons from, if a lot of you, if you've ever heard of him, Tony Slidini. He went by the name of Slidini. I used to always kind of hang out at the magic shop as a kid, and I've got a pretty good collection of magic. So I collect magic and video, media, like my albums, my albums. But I'll put this book, and I'll keep this book. Just very interesting. A lot of magic books go for some good money if you happen to find them. It's difficult, okay? It's difficult because they just don't give this stuff up, the magic stuff. But this one will probably go into my own personal library. If anybody ever gives you a chance to go to the Magic Castle, go. Now, another thing you can do is go on YouTube and type in Magic Castle, and from there you can see some of the Magic Castle performers. My neighbor just came home, so you might be hearing some music. Let's hope that YouTube, good, we got it cut out quickly. So we will, we should be safe. It's the danger of doing stuff out behind a car, right? All right, now look for these books, guys. This is basically there's a Christian book series like this, and they're red, kind of a leathery looking cover. Anyhow, this is Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. Okay, I have sold this one before. This one I think sells for $24 or $25. Yeah, I think we'll get $25 for this one. This one is God Smuggler Brother Andrew. God Smother, I think I should put it over here. God Smother Brother Andrew. That will get $23. $23. There's a whole set of these if you can find them all. It's kind of hard to do, but they do sell individually. So keep your eye out for those. Now, Bible-wise today, all 4 bins, not one Bible, not one regular Bible. The only thing I got was this one, and I don't even know what this is, so I haven't even included it yet. It's called the Holistic Hardware Bible. Strange, right? Just a strange Bible. And it is very unique, and it's I'm gonna have to look at it a little bit closer. But somebody put this American Bible Society put this Bible out, so it'll be interesting to see if it's got any value or what it basically is. So that's what I mean by interesting finds, right? Interesting finds. All right, let me switch around here. Now I got 6 of these. I'm only going to show you 3 because I can't carry all 6 in my hand. The Amtrak Wars, okay, 6-volume set, paperback, and I think we're going to get about $20 for this 6-volume lot. So we should get about $20 there. What else do we have? Let's get down here. All right, now I got 20 of these, and this is by Joy Berry, a children's book about. So there are like 20 of them, okay? And that one's about being messy. This one is about disobeying. This one's about overdoing it. So there's 21 of them. You'll see sometimes I'll put an eBay comp up here too. You might see that as I go along. But I believe this one here is going to get me between $40 and $50 for the lot. I think I have 21 of them. So that should be a nice little score there. As I spin around, again, we've talked about the manga and all of that, this graphic novel type stuff. Here is one. I don't know if it says Mind MGMT. I don't know if that's short for management or what, but there's a 6-volume set. So it's a 6-volume set. I've got 4 here. 2 are behind me. And this one goes all over the place price-wise, anywhere from $100 to $200. So I think we're going to be probably sitting about $140 to $160 in that range. This is, again, a patient game here. You got to kind of be patient with some of these. let them go for a little while, and eventually, believe it or not, I think somebody will take these for a pretty decent price. Let me go down here. Here is a very interesting book. We're almost done with the eBay stuff. This one, look at, in very good condition. This is what you're kind of looking for. Glider Pilot's Handbook, Aeronautical Knowledge. Very, very good condition. Excellent condition. There is one sold on eBay for $55. So $55 for this. We'll see. I might put it up for a little bit more and see what happens, because it is in such good condition, and will be the only one up there too. So again, we be patient. We got to find a glider pilot, so it's not easy, but they're out there, and eBay is a great way to obviously do that. All right, up next, old magazines. Look at these. This is called Flair, March 1950. There are 4 of them. They're in okay shape. Flair, and they have a weird cover. The cover kind of, I think it opens up here. If I don't wreck it, just opens up. There's a hole for the sun, and then there's a lady's picture, and then she's through the cover. Okay, it's pretty interesting. Now, some individual ones have sold for some good money. These are in, I'd say, fair to acceptable condition, that kind of condition, and these are going to get me, and it's a lot, about 40, so 40-ish on that. That's what we'll get there. All right, so that is the eBay side, and if I add it all up, and I'm being pretty conservative, I think we're at about $340. I think I have a couple other things in there that are I have to still look up, but I haven't put in this video because I can't. It may be too long. So as you heard me talk about eBay again, paying for the bins, right? So right here's what I'm talking about. You add, let's say I only got $350 for this bin. I'm $50 short. But the other day I had maybe one that was $500. So you see what I'm saying? Pretty much eBay has many times over paid for those bins. Why? Remember the Star Trek script? That was $750. There was another Star Trek script, $250. Those came out of my bins. So that's $1,000 right there on just those 2 items, which equal 10 bins. So you kind of can see what I mean. Sometimes you get 300, sometimes you get 5. You're just trying to offset that so that the books that go into Amazon in your mind are a pure profit. So when you see Amazon, it's a pure profit situation. I'm actually making money on my eBay side stuff. I'm just not making, 100% markup basically, because they are having to go against the cost of the bin. All right, I'm going to pull this out, and then I'm going to show you the Amazon stuff. So give me a second to clear this up so I can make it a little bit more room. Okay, guys, hey, I got to have my glasses on. I still get glare. I do. It's weird. It's not because I just want to wear them. It's just that I have on. When I'm outside, I have this glare problem, and it's just enough to bug me. All right, let's get into the Amazon books that we got here. Kind of show you them using the Scout IQ like we normally do, all that kind of stuff. And give you a couple of different ones. So first off, we're going to show you 101 projects for Porsche, okay? 911. Interesting title. Again, that's what we talk about when you're looking for books. Look for the interesting titles. You'll see them in here in a second. Now I'm going to put up in this side here, if you're new, you'll see this thing that's Scout IQ. It is what we use to scan the UPC code. It then goes into the Amazon database. We're hooked up to it. It scouts it. It looks. That's why it's called Scout IQ. And it's looking to tell you if the book could be sellable and make money on Amazon. So that's how we do that. And this is what I use to tell me to take a book or not. So this book here, the Porsche book, and there's a couple things now when you're going to see the Scout IQ is going to pop up. It's going to pop up now. You're going to see the E-score. That is 47. You want that number to be as high as possible. 151 is really good. 3, 4, 5, 6, it's kind of iffy. But this one comes in at 47. And then you'll see the net profit. It does all of that stuff for me. It calculates the shipping cost into Amazon, the fees of Amazon, all of that stuff is calculated in, and then it leaves me with the balance, or the net. The net on this one is $14, so $14 net. Gotta put that there. It's windy. I mean, it's either wind, rain, I don't know anymore. It's just crazy in here. It drives me, hey, I want summer. Tell me if you want summer or winter. All right, up here. Now, this is pretty, look at how thick it is, okay? There it is. The title is Pre-Hospital Emergency Care. It's probably a textbook, okay? It's probably, you can just sort of tell. And anyhow, I'm going to put the E-score up here and everything. The Scout IQ, you're going to see it. An E-score, solid E-score of 123. What it means, 123, that book sells at least 123 times in the last 6 months on Amazon. That's basically what it's telling you. The net profit on this one is going to be $63. The key here is you look through it, make sure there's no highlighting or anything like that. We talk about that over and over. This one is very, very clean, so we will get a net profit of 63. Now, I know about this one because my daughter went to cosmetology college. She took all that, and this was one of her books, which is Milliday Standard. It is Fundamental Aesthetics, okay? It's interesting because she did the face, she did all of that stuff, and you got to make sure there's no writing or anything, and it's in good shape, all of that. This is a solid book to find. Believe it or not, this one has an E-score of 151. That's because cosmetology schools are always going everywhere in the country. And this particular one is going to net me, now it's a variable here because I got to look at this a little closer when I sit down at my computer, $80 to $125 net. I've got to look at it and look at the Keepa. You'll see Keepa sometimes here. That's a graph. When you see Keepa, if I show you the Keepa and you see these like earthquake measurements, that is the book selling. And then there's a number, a price on the left column, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to put this price-wise, okay? So 151 means it's going to sell a lot, and I just have to figure out exactly where I want to fit this. That's why I'm giving you the range of 80 to 125. Now, these you can sell on eBay, so don't be afraid, but all of the Haynes and the Chiltons, look for them. Not all of them are good, but like Volkswagen. This is a Mercedes-Benz Haynes 230, 250, 280, 1968 through 1972. And this guy, the E-score is 29, so it sells 29 times every 6 months approximately. It's going to net me 34, and I will get $34. So a $34 net on that particular book. Now, here's another one. You look at this and you say, wow, okay, it looks like a good book. It's called Core Curriculum for Oncology Nursing. Excellent book. Textbook. Just double checking it for, highlights. Nothing really in there. So if we put up the E-score, we can see, well, we don't have an E-score, but trust me, I'm going to put the Keepa up. You'll see the Keepa. Sometimes the E-score isn't there. That's why you got to use Keepa. Make sure it does sell. It will sell. Now, there's a factor here we got to be careful of, and that is Amazon is on this brand new. They're selling it brand new for $89. You cannot be afraid to sell against Amazon. You will sell. People will save $10, $15, whatever that range is. Generally speaking, Scout IQ takes it about 15% below, roughly, that kind of thing. So this one, I'm not going to be selling it for the price that it shows. I'm going to sell it for about $79 and net about $60, okay? So again, that's what I'm talking about. You have to learn how to read Scout IQ, how to read Keepa, so that you can figure out what to sell the book at, okay? Now, this one is a very solid book, okay? This is Sinaj, okay? That tells me another textbook. It looks like a bicycle book, but all the covers are kind of weird. This one is Contemporary Marketing, okay? 19E is 19 edition. So that tells you the bigger the edition, maybe you got a shot. This one here, again, very, very good condition. It does have a name on the edge, but that won't matter. And this guy here is going to net me $134. this one will net out around that. Okay, guys? There are plenty of textbooks that net out big money. I think, is Amazon on this? Amazon is on this at $236 brand new. Amazon's not going to put it up if they're not going to sell it brand new. They will. So we will make money, good money, off this particular textbook. All right, next. Now, you saw me, well, I didn't show you the World of Warcraft. I had a World of Warcraft book that was only worth about 10 or 12 bucks. I didn't show you that one. But I will show you this one. This is the World of Warcraft, and it's a book, Illidan, William King. And this one here has got a 36 E-score, so it's a pretty good seller. And will net me $22. So $22 on that book. Now we're going to get into something we need to think about, okay? Occasionally you'll come up with one of these, and I'm going to show you that in a second. But look at the title. This is a cool title. Now, this kind of ties in with my San Quentin books. In a way, I'm thinking, okay, what's going on here? Because look at this one. Clinical Practice in Correctional Medicine. Prison, correctional, you know, and then the books show up. Kind of interesting. Maybe this person brought those books out. That's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing. I put the E-score up there because I want you to see it. There's no way I'm going to sell it for this. I just don't think there's any way, okay? I think it has an E-score. Does it even have an E-score of 1? Oh, 3 E-score. There is a 3 E-score. So I have to look really carefully and then make this adjustment. The problem you're going to run into with this book on Amazon, the people on the left, that price you see on the left, that's fulfilled by merchant. That means it's at their house and they're selling it on Amazon. And I think that plays a factor, because if I put this into Amazon at $300, I got a really good chance that they're just going to say high pricing here, meaning they don't want you to gouge people, okay? Even though these guys over here got it, it's up on their site for $300. If I put it into Amazon, for some reason, I get a high pricing here. So I have to decide how to work with this book. I might put it up on Amazon and try to see if I can get it in there, and it doesn't give me a high pricing here at a lower price below theirs. We'll have to see. Or I can try and sell on eBay. It's going to be a tough one no matter what. But there is still potential here. Somebody might want it. So don't give up on that type of book. Now, here is one that I will throw up on Amazon, even though it has a very low E-score of 1. You're going to see it here. This is Luciano Giabli, okay? And it's The Gardens of, okay? We will net $29. $29. You'll see it over here. I'll take a gamble. I'll throw it in there. I'll put a solid price on it below everybody else. It has sold once, and we'll see what happens. Sometimes you got to take the chance and not worry about, storage fees and all that. Storage fees start to happen after 90 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120, all that kind of stuff. So they're not going to kill you, okay? So let it ride a little bit sometimes. You'll be amazed. Sometimes you put this up and it sells just like that because you're on the FBA side instead of the FBM side. Again, fulfilled by Amazon has a little bit more power than the fulfilled by merchant. So we have to kind of keep that in mind. All right, that's the ones I'm going to show you for today. I'm going to give you some totals here. All of those books totaled up to about $450 in net profit. And the eBay side was $340. So we're talking $790, $800. But the eBay, you have some fees and stuff. So we're talking about, let's say, $800 in there, minus some fees, $700. So in that range, let's go real conservative, $700 in net, just on those, not counting the other 5 bins, right? So I still have 5 bins to go. And if you remember seeing the scan, you saw what the total was there. It was saying 2,600. I'm rounding down to about 2,100 of net, and then another 4. So we're talking about 2,500 potentially, okay? All right. Now, I want to show you a couple of things that I found right here and just kind of show you them. I got them today at Savers. And I'm going to show you one item that I sold that is pretty cool. So, right off the bat, I got to reach, guys. Sorry. Not used to doing it outside. Tone Core. See it? Tone Core. It is a, what is it? First off, It's heavy. It's kind of heavy. There it is. Guitar pedal. It's a guitar pedal called by Line 6. If you know Line 6 has several bigger units that can create many different sounds for the guitar. So when you're listening to, basically when guitar players are playing, they're just not playing usually straight from the guitar. They're putting it through a pedal or something to change the sound a little bit, to give you phasing, to give you fuzz, to give you all kinds of stuff. And this one here is uber metal. So it gives you a uber metal, that metal sound. So all of that stuff, all those pedals, all that can be worth it. I think we paid like $6 or $7. We paid $7 for this. I pulled off the tapes. I had to get it out, and the sticker came off. $7.99. And I think about $50, solid $50 bill here. So keep your eye out for guitar pedals, that kind of stuff. All right. Might have to dip in and out here. I did get something for myself. I got this for myself. And anytime you see Snap-on, there it is, Snap-on, pressure washer. Paid $14.99, I think. Is that Savers over here? Savers price? $14.99. There it is, $14.99. I'm going to keep this one. And that's the other great thing about reselling, right, guys? We keep stuff because we can get great deals. I can use that around the house, right? If I get bored of it or whatever, then you sell it. Keep the box, then make it works great. Maybe you just do the house once or twice. Say, let me see if I can get my money back. And then move on to the next item. Now, I'm going to save that one. I'm going to save these other two for last. Let me grab a pile. All right, I'm back. Just out of range. Albums, they've gone up a little bit. $2.49. I've seen them from $99 to $1.99. So they keep creeping up. So I got to be a little picky. So Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, very, very, very good condition. Tangerine Dream, Progressive. This one here is the Marshall Tucker Band. Some of these are not overly great. This one here is interesting. This is Dave Mason. And we just talked about Dave Mason in one of my videos. I'm going to try and take out the album and show you if I can without destroying the album. A couple of different things that you look for. This is called, I think they call it the Swirl album. And what that means is, take a look. Can you see the disc? Swirl. He did several of them, I guess that way back then. This is where the black, I think, is more valuable than the swirl. So it's interesting. But I collect them. So you've heard me talk about the magic. I collect the albums. I'm going to hold on to albums for a long time and build a nice collection. I think I have somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 now, and about 1,200 45s. Eagles, interesting. Buffalo, Springfield. So I pick them up as long as they're in good condition, and then I obviously either sell some and build a collection. So when I'm a little bit older, in my later 60s, I'm probably gonna move some more stuff, not do as much, and then I'll sell off these here and there. So that's kind of what I'm doing now. This one here, I have found several of these. It's the Coleman Lantern. Wow, came out. I really wasn't going to go into Savers today. I was kind of tired. And I said I wanted to go in and say hi to my friends. And bang, watch this. Wow, the wind is really blowing. Boxes. Oh yeah, here comes everything. So this is a Coleman Lantern. This is the 200A. And basically I want to show you a couple things to look at when it comes to lanterns from Coleman, if you're new to them. Many of you know what I'm going to probably talk about. The box is really good, so that's cool. So this is a red Coleman lantern. You're going to pay attention to the sticker and make sure the globe is cool. This is Pyrex. Pyrex made almost all their globes, I think, most of them. I gotta hold on to the box. Now, on the bottom, if you look on the bottom, it's going to give you a little code. You will see this number 6 right here, and over here you see 78. That is June of 1978. So that's how you tell how old a Coleman lantern is. It's great. It's so easy. Now, The mantle, you look inside there, you make sure it's clean. I'll clean this up. It's got a couple little dents, but this will get me between $100 and $125. And what did I pay? I grabbed this. I mean, the cart came out, and I knew. I saw the red top. I was hoping that it was a 50s or 60s, but it wasn't. I paid $10.99. Coleman lanterns are a lot of my Coleman lanterns that I sell. Where are they going? They are going overseas. They are going to Japan, China, a lot of places like that. So it's very interesting where all of these. I gotta get that back in there. The plunger is out. Shoot, I'll put it down real careful. Anyhow, so they're going overseas. A lot of these Japanese, Chinese, I don't know what, but that's what's going on. All right, let me show you. I'm going to reach over here for a second. I'm not going to cut the video. I'm going to go straight to here and show you this one item. Here we go. Take a look. There we go. I don't have the title of the eBay ad right in front of me. I can't remember if this is L.E. Smith, Fenton, or Viking. Okay, but it's one of them. You'll see it on what it's sold for. I held on to this one for a while. It's called Swung Glass. And this came out at Savers one time, and I got a bunch of it. I got about 12 or 14 pieces of this, and they were all priced like $4.99 to $6.99. And I've sold several, and this is the most expensive one I finally sold. This guy here, I'll put it up for you. It sold for $299. Fantastic find. That's why I wanted to show you it. Amazing. All this swung glass. Somehow they swung it and it stretched, and you got all these different tops and all the different bottoms. This is called, I can't remember what they call this, a triple bottom. If you know what it is, put it down below in the description. I know what it is, but I just slipped my mind. So anyhow, glass. You know how I said I don't like glass, but guess what? When you see that, no brainer, right? No brainer. Very, very cool stuff. So there you go. A few things I found, and just one item I sold. I've got other things I sold. I sold about another $150 to $200 worth of books type stuff. So there you go. All right. Hope the video helped you. If you like the video, hit the subscribe button, hit all that stuff. Help me out. And again, many thanks to all my loyalist followers and all my new followers and everybody for watching. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Well, anyhow.